everybody. I am doing live this morning just because it's the new year. Happy New Year to everyone, and I wanted to give you this little forecast before, before the energy starts to calibrate again. We're looking at this intensive energy that's going to move through about the 8th, so it's going to give you the opportunity for about a week to really integrate all of your endings. And so I've channeled about this before. Basically, when I look at the timelines, I'm able to look at past, present, and future as far as where we've been, where we're going, and where our potentials are. And our potentials have always been incredible, which means that there's endless parallel realities for you to choose from. And all you ever have to do, you don't need to go to school. Your PhD is right here. You came here with a purpose, and it's about showing up right now. And so I'm going to give you a trick, and it's going to carry you through this month. If you can focus in your imagination, and when I say focus, I don't mean focus on where you've been or what you've done or what you haven't been able to do or who hasn't loved you or what you've not been able to do with your body. But if you can really focus and go into a place in imagination, which only you can create, because your imagination is your focused consciousness. It is your Akashic records. It is your blueprint for creation. You can't create from the past. You can only go into non-physical reality where your imagination is, and you pull down potential. And you know that by the way you feel. And so if you can focus on who you would rather be, on who you choose to be, on the greatest version of yourself when you close your eyes without doubt and judgment and self-reflection, if you can look at yourself through a perspective of what the highest level of your potential, and play in that energy, which means that for the rest of this month in January, if you could spend 3 to 5 minutes playing in the energy of your own potential, what if? What would that look like? What could I do? Right? The how has never been your job. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because the timelines for the future are gone. It's all new. There is nothing that you need to repeat except what you choose. And all of the new timelines are waiting for you in your imagination. For the first time on this planet, we're not repeating cycles. We're not repeating our bloodline. We're not repeating our lineage. We are brand new. So because there's no timelines, when I look forward, all I can see is imagination. And imagination is that you are imagining yourself as the universe. And so if you are that big and unlimited, then it's really time for you to start focusing on who you could be, because even the vision of who you could be is who you are. And if you can let go of who you've been, then what happens is you start to become. And that's what I've been sharing over the last month, is you are beginning to become. And so your trick right now, your toolbox, relies on nothing that you've ever had before. You've got to find that child inside of you who remembers how to imagine, who remembers how to shapeshift, who remembers how to jump into a parallel reality where it's more pleasant in any given situation. And that's what I mean when I say following your highest excitement. I don't necessarily action. I don't mean that go into action, go play a game, go talk to a friend. Sometimes the most exciting thing that you could do is go to a new place in your mind that you've never allowed yourself to go, because you don't want to imagine something that you can't have, because then that hurts. This is the time where if you can ride this wave, then what will happen is your focus alone. Hopefully you guys all watched that little quantum video that I put up when we first put up this group, because if you can rewatch that, you know that there is nothing that exists outside of your own focus. And so as you learn to focus on who you choose to be in those probabilities of your own quantum field, then basically the universe starts to support that. And the only way that you would play out the past is if you chose to do so. And so if there is some shame and there's some guilt left in your energy field that is not allowing you to be the bigger version of yourself because someplace deep down someone told you a long time ago that you didn't deserve it, it's time to find that and accept it and love the person who said it to you or the people who said it to you, and realize that hurt people, and that people who have not known themselves have taught you how to not know yourself. But there is something inside of you that you all know, and it's all burning, and it's calling you forward. Your mission is bigger than you could ever imagine. And so if you can find that place in your imagination where your own potential is, and spend 3 to 5 minutes a day playing in that becoming, the universe will start supporting you very, very quickly in that. You'll start to see the synchronicities show up, because your reality is a reflection of your mind, and your body is the biography of your mind. So as you begin to live in potential and focus, which means don't take your eye off the prize. I taught this in my Tika class. It's kind of like right now, you know, we've all done this. We've all driven in the car in intense rain, and we've had the windshield wipers going. But never did we stop and look at the windshield wipers. We ignored the circumstances of the wipers moving the water out of the way so that we could focus on where we're going. And that's where you need to be right now. Circumstances don't matter. Circumstances are a combination of forced matter based in thought. So if you start thinking something else and start thinking in new potentials and new ideas, then the universe has to gather particles to create that reality for you. You are the creator of your reality, and this year will prove that if last year hasn't. But it will be from a more joyful, exciting place. And so I just wanted to leave you this message, because this is the first day of the beginning of your life. And I'm so excited for you.